Life is very beautiful if we just open and we don't impose anything. We just open, guys, and love each other. Mwah. Bye bye.